Hey guys, what's going on today? Rogue One is coming out today, and we are also unboxing the U-Wing from X-Wing's Rogue One. This is like early Wave 10. We got this and the TIE Striker today as kind of like a movie early Christmas present, kind of early release, partial Wave 10 release. So this is the U-Wing, and this has been a really cool Wave 10. I mean, we don't have the rest of Wave 10, but we do have these first two ships, and I love that they're really stepping up the quality in the miniatures department, because this has been spoiled to have movable wings, and we're going to take a look at them right here. I'm going to try not to break it as we pull it out. It's kind of a bigger ship, but not that big. I compared the last one to a TIE Interceptor, so I'm going to compare this to a TIE Interceptor. It is on a large ship base, but different than, much smaller than most large ships. But that's partially because the wings, oh, look at this thing. Look at that. And back they go. That's cool. That's really cool. So yeah, it takes up much more space once you spread those out. That would be a little bit big for a small base. But yes, definitely bigger than the K-Wing or the ARC 170. Of course, he's not going to fly like that. Oh man, beautiful, beautiful. Look at the detail on this thing too. I like it. Oh man, I don't really need the sound effects, do I? I don't know. Maybe we'll use the sound effects. I don't know. Let's put it on this base here, and we'll stand it up and look at it, and then we'll look at all their cards and cardboard and tokens and maneuver dials and all of that cool stuff that comes with this ship. Are you guys going to see Rogue One? Because, of course, if you're watching this years from now, you'll be like, yeah, I saw that movie a long time ago. But as of when I'm making this video, it comes out tonight, although tomorrow's the actual release day. I'm really excited about Rogue One. All right. Let's look at these upgrades first, huh? Oh my gosh, we got 2 expertises. So this was spoiled just a few days ago. Expertise. And this is one of the coolest new EPTs we've seen in a long time. It costs 4. When attacking, if you are not stressed, you may change all of your eyes to hits. So it's a free focus for all of your attacks. It has a requirement you can't be stressed, but there's ways to get rid of that, and there's ways to get rid of that in this expansion. It costs 4, but it really shines on ships that can make multiple actions, or multiple attacks. And it also gives you the option to take other actions too. But you get 2 copies of this. That's pretty cool. Sensor Jammer, we haven't seen this in a long time. I think the Lambda was the last ship to have Sensor Jammer. So really cool to see another Sensor Jammer in my collection now. We got Flechette Torpedoes. We've seen those before. Baze Malbus. Oh yes, okay, he's the guy with the big gun. Rebel only. After you perform an attack that does not hit, you may immediately perform a primary weapon attack against a different ship. You cannot perform another attack this round. So he is like Gunner, that forces you to shoot someone else. And he's a little cheaper too, so that's maybe a great option if you got 3 points and you want something like Gunner. All right, Bistan. When attacking at range 1 to 2, you may change one of your hits to a crit, and he costs 2 points. Not the flashiest card out there, but definitely synergy with some stuff that's out. Bodhi Rook. I think it's Bodhi Rook. I don't think it's Body Rook. I think I'm saying that right. You tell me if I'm saying it wrong. I think it's Bodhi, like a boat with an E on the end. Bodhi Rook. When you acquire a target lock, you can lock onto an enemy ship at range 1 to 3 of any friendly ship. So great for a lower pilot skill guy who's trying to get in range and trying to get that, be able to fire some missiles and stuff. All right, Cassian Andor, or who was supposed to really be Kyle Katarn. All right, at the end of the planning phase, you may choose an enemy ship at range 1 to 2. Guess aloud that ship's bearing and speed, then look at its dial. If you're correct, you may rotate your dial to another maneuver. So this is a 2-part, because for one, it lets if you're good at guessing, if you know what they're going to do, if it's predictable, then you get to change. You have the option to change your maneuver. But also, it is also a way for you to look and see what somebody else is doing. So that's pretty cool, especially for your ships that may want to barrel roll or boost and block and do other things. All right, Inspiring Recruit. I really like this one. Once per round, when a friendly ship at range 1 to 2 removes a stress token, it may remove 1 additional stress token. I really like this. For one, it's only 1 point. It's crew. It can go in a lot of different places. And it's range 1 to 2, so it's kind of large in the circle the bubble that it creates. It has some synergy with some of the pilots here, but in my local meta, people are flying a lot of stress bots. And you get 2 of those in here. That's great. All right. So I just love being able to get rid of lots of stress, especially if you want to run expertise in some of your lists. You want to make sure those guys aren't stressed. Jin Urso, Rebel only. She costs 2. Action. Choose 1 friendly ship at range 1 to 2 and assign 1 focus token to that ship, or for each enemy ship inside your firing arc at range 1 to 3. You cannot assign more than 3 tokens this way. So a way to give out some extra focus. It's good. She's the motivator. She's trying to get everybody motivated here. 2 extra copies of Stealth Device. Great if you don't have them. And Pivot Wing Attack. Now this is our second dual card to ever show up in this game. Pivot Wing Attack, Ewing only, dual card. This is increase your agility value by 1. After you execute a maneuver, you may flip this card. Okay, so this makes you have 2 agility instead of just 1, because they have normally just 1. And then I have Pivot Wing Landing. And this is when you flip it over. When you reveal a 0 bank maneuver, a 0 stop maneuver, you may rotate your ship 180 degrees. So you can basically land and go, woo, I'm turning around right in place. Then after you execute a maneuver, you may flip this card. So you can flip forward and backwards, and you can slow down, turn around. I just like that it says landing, because I really am hoping that we see a ground variant for X-Wing with some walkers, and we can recreate the Battle of Hoth, but also have X-Wings flying around. Oh gosh, I really want that. All right, so let's look at our pilots. We got 4 pilot cards here. We have Cassian Andor starting off. Now our highest pilot skill is only pilot skill 6. So we're starting to see some of the pilot skill ability, pilot skill numbers kind of tone it down a little bit. And now the mid-range pilot skills are going to become more relevant. This ship has 3 attack, only 1 agility, and it's got 4 shields and 4 hull, so it's kind of tanky. We also have 2 crew slots, the torpedo and the sensor slot. Now Cassian Andor has the EPT. It's great to see an EPT on a large ship, so we could potentially make him barrel roll if we wanted to give him some fancy upgrades, but I don't think we'll do that. At the start of the activation phase, you may remove 1 stress token from 1 other friendly ship at range 1 to 2. So we could give him Wingman if we wanted to, and then he could be, removing all kinds of stress. But no, I really like that ability. It's built in. It's something that synergizes well with the other cards that come in here, like Expertise. And if you really want to make Expertise work, that's great. And he's only 27 points, so he's a good support ship. It's strong, it's tanky, and it looks cool. I'm totally gonna fly this, right? So love it. And then we have Bodhi Rook. Gosh, I'm saying it totally wrong, and I just made a big thing about it. I'm gonna find out in the movie tonight. Now, he does not have the EPT. He's at 25 points. When a friendly ship requires a target lock, that ship can lock onto an enemy ship at range 1 to 3 of any friendly ship. Okay, very similar to his crew. Hef Tauber. I don't know who this is. All right, Hef is at 24 points. Also does not have the EPT. After an enemy ship executes a maneuver that causes it to overlap your ship, you may perform a free action. So he's a blocker, right? And Pilot Skill 3 is pretty good for blocking. You'll be able to block a lot of stuff that way, and you have the larger base, so that makes it even easier. All right, and then so he would be ideal for crew that had actions, right? All right. So Blue Squadron Pathfinder. Here's our generic U-Wing, and this is only 23 points, and not bad for your two crew options, and no special abilities there. We did not look at the cardboard yet, so here is the cardboard, right? All standard, large base, only frontal firing arc, nothing special. We do have our dial here, so this is our first rebel ship that can do the stop, and he's got this, his a couple of green ones, and he's got some green twos, a little bit of green, and it can turn. He can turn 2. That's the only turn. So turning around will be difficult, but that's what you have the title for. It's a 0-point title, so you can always just turn around in place with the pivot wing landing option. So you don't need a K turn on this ship. So that's kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right, and then we have some focus tokens. Lots of focus tokens because you got cards in there like Jyn Erso. I keep wanting to say Jan Ors because Jan and Kyle stole the Death Star plans, not Jyn Erso. It was Jan Ors. But anyway, let's not go crazy about that. It is what it is. But I love this thing, man. Look at that. Ouch. Ouch. Yo, man. All right, so if you haven't already, check out my TIE Striker review, which is also up, and make sure you subscribe to get all the latest videos and updates and all that cool stuff. And thank you so much, and go ahead and give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and hopefully I don't break this ship on the first day I got it. All right, and thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day.